Morning, this is Daniel Buchanan with GetMorePC Podcast number 3. So I wanted to take just a few minutes and talk about a server. What is a server and do you need one? So a lot of people think, well, I don't need a server. What do I need a server for? Why do I need a computer that nobody's even going to work on in my company? What do I need this for? This is just an extra expense. Well, I'll tell you right now, you need a server if you've got 4 or 5 computers on the network. Once you start getting to that point, things can get a little hairy from a network point of view. So, if you've got 2, 3 computers on your network, no, you probably don't need a server. You're probably fine. Your router is basically acting as your server, all right? And you probably don't have that many users. Probably everybody has their own computer and they can just log right in and work happily on their computer. But once you start getting 4 or 5 computers, you may have a need to share data inside of your organization. You may have some files that you keep using over and over again that would be convenient to have in a central place. You may want to start backing up every one of those workstations all in one place, as opposed to having to back up 5 different workstations, which you should be doing if you have 5 computers. You should back up those 5 computers. So one of the reasons people put a server in is they want to have a central repository, a place to work from for all of their workstations. You may end up having some users at that point, some different employees in your company that need to have access to certain files and maybe not have access to other files. That can be really hard to do with just a bunch of computers. So if you build a server, essentially you're establishing a real network, a real business network. And it's something we've done a lot of times, and we recommend it if you get above 4 or 5 computers. It's also it can also be a place where you sort of centrally manage all the computers on your network. So you have your users, but you have the computers themselves. You can check in and see are they all getting their updates? Are they all hitting on all cylinders? Are all of the computers getting their patches, their Windows updates? You can check these things from one place. There's some different antivirus tools you can have that you can use from the server that allow you to scan the whole network in one place, have a centralized quarantine repository. So yeah, you should probably have a server if you want to have some sort of a scalable business computer network. Now, if you're just trying to keep it small, that's fine. You can keep it small, but if you want to grow your company, you need to have a system in place that's scalable. And a server is scalable. So you get it at about 5 users. You can use it up to about 25 users, right? You can take it on up from there. You can scale it with your company. Fortune 500s are using servers, all right? And they're supporting all of their thousands of employees. So you got to start somewhere, and you need to start thinking in terms of how can we reproduce some of our business processes, how can we centralize and automate some of our business processes, and a server is a really great way to do that. So let's get more PC Podcast number 3, servers. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down in the comments below. We'll be glad to answer any questions you have about a server. And I would love to talk to you about your server or your lack of a server at your business. So thanks, have a great one.